You don't have a purpose in life. You're not sure exactly what it is that you're here to do. You're not sure exactly why you came to this planet. And that's okay. My name's Tor, and I'm here to explain to you why it's not wrong for you to not have a purpose in life. What will inevitably happen in your life is if you're living a consistent life without a purpose, eventually you're going to want to find a purpose. But it's not wrong for you to not have a purpose or not have found your purpose or not be living for a purpose every single day from the moment you're born. It's okay to spend time trying to figure out what that purpose may be to you. And the way in which you're going to figure out that purpose is going to be different to you than to anybody else, because your purpose and your life experience is unique to you and to nobody else. So for that reason, it's not wrong for you to initially start out not having a purpose. It's not wrong if you're in your teenage years not having a purpose. It's not wrong if you're in your 20s, 30s, or even 40s not having a purpose. You look at some of the greatest businesses in the world, some of the people that run those businesses are way into their 40s, 50s, even 60s when they're running them. It's not wrong for you to be living a life and not having a day-to-day definite aim that you're working towards. It's not wrong. All that's going to happen is inevitably you're going to want to pursue that thing. And the sooner you find out what that thing is, what that purpose might be for you, the better. Because what you're going to be able to do then is build your lifestyle around that purpose, build your life living with that purpose, build your life living in that purpose. And until you figure out what that purpose is, you're going to be confused about the circumstances of life. You're going to be living your life as if it has no meaning, because essentially the purpose gives your life meaning. So whilst it's not wrong for you to not have the purpose right now, eventually you're going to want to find it. That's just a fact of what it is. Because every human being will eventually be compelled to give their life some kind of meaning. Otherwise, you just cease to exist. You wouldn't bother even waking up in the morning if your life had no meaning. You're going to want to find something to do with it. So you're going to want to find a form of purpose. Now, what that purpose is to you is going to differ to what that purpose is to me. And your pursuit of how you find that purpose is also going to differ to how I would find my purpose. Your purpose is also going to change. So where you say you might not have a purpose in life right now, in 10 years' time, you may be in a completely different place where you've had 5 different purposes that you fulfilled. So there's no race. You want to spend time figuring out what your purpose is. You want to live your life and make sure that you create a meaning for your life, because at the end of the day, it's all about creating that meaning. But in order to do so, you have to actively make sure that you pursue that purpose. You can't wait for it to come to you. You have to tell yourself that I'm going to go out and pursue it. And eventually you will. No matter what happens, eventually you'll be drawn to do that. But I always say it's better to go sooner rather than later, because that's just going to make your life so much more seamless, so much easier to follow, and have direction and purpose in your life earlier rather than later. And that will allow you to create things in your life that are going to benefit you in the long run. Because even if your purpose changes in future, you've already brought 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 definite aims to reality. You know how to do it again. You know how to create a purpose and fulfill it. So the more purpose you give yourself, the more meaning you attribute to your life, the more you'll realize that the meaning goes on infinitely, and you can keep creating more meaning, and you can keep fulfilling more and more different types of purpose. So the sooner you get to finding what that thing is, the better. But no, it's not wrong for you to not have the purpose right now. Live your life day to day, enjoy your life, and just make sure that you're living and being happy. And that's really the main thing that you need to focus on.